everybody. This is my channel, Diamond Dior, and today I'm coming with you all with a story time. This story time about the time when I went to Florida. I hope you don't hear nothing. I really do. But this is about the time I went to Florida with my kids, two of my kids, and my friend Nisha. We had basically about how I got jumped at the airport. Not even about, let's say, Florida. This is gonna be real quick because I really got something to do. But I gotta go get the kids in like 30, 25 minutes. So it's not that long of a story. But it's a crazy story. So I went to Florida with my friend Nisha. This was in 2020. We went to SeaWorld. And we stayed at the Caribbean Royal Hotel. It was really nice. We had a really fun time. Everything was perfect about the trip except when it was time to go home. Okay, so that morning, first of all, I booked the flight way too early. I don't know what I was tripping off of. Flight was at like 5:30, something dumb. But I thought I was gonna make it to, but didn't make it. I couldn't even get a cab or Uber or nothing to get me there. And so it was taking a minute for me to get there. I get there and I missed my flight. Basically, they weren't trying to let me board, said that I was late. And I had to stand in line for like an hour. So I'm irritated. I'm standing in line. And I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed with the lady at the front because I've been standing and you still ain't, how long you expect me to stand here is how I'm feeling. But that's why I'm working on my attitude. So how long did she expect me to sit there? Whatever. So I'm sitting there and standing there with my two kids, and I don't know, these like three girls. They walk up and I got jumped at the airport with my kids. That shit crazy. I would never ever go back and forth with a motherfucker while I got my kids ever again. Like, I don't know why I did it that day. But, we live and we learn. We gotta get better. Luckily, nobody touched my kids at all. You know what I'm saying? They was covered by the Lord, not me that day. But, yeah, I'm covered by the Lord. But, So, back to the point. I was in the line, standing there, mugging that lady down at the front. Mugging her down. I ain't even gonna lie. Mugging her down. And that's when I'm not used to talking on the camera like this, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me and that it don't sound like I'm whispering. But and the girls walked up and they walked up and I told them, oh, you can go ahead of me, right? I told them, you can go ahead of me. I'm irritated, but I told him you can go ahead of me because, she's still making me wait. Something like she got to find a flight, I guess, or whatnot. And so I'm standing there, and that's when the girl, they were standing up there in the front, and me, I've been mugging at this lady because she need to hurry up. She ended up being my friend in the end, but she needed to hurry up, like get me a flight so I can go sit down. I'm hungry as shit. It's early as fuck. And now I got my kids and I want to sit down. So I'm standing there waiting and I'm mugging at the lady behind the counter. Not them. Who are they? I don't even know who they are. Why would I be mugging at you? Don't be weird. So I was just mugging at the lady because I'm just like, standing there and I'm mugging at the lady, and the lady, she still ain't calling on me or nothing. She ain't never even look at me. She paid me no attention. I guess she used to it. But the little three girls, they was just like, I guess they think I'm mugging at them. So one of them just was looking. And I guess she told her other sister, cousin, whoever, she tapped her like, and I'm just in my mind like, who wants to fight at the airport? So I'm just not thinking much of it. I'm still mugging at the lady. You're not in my sight. I don't see you. I don't know who you are. I don't even know who they are. And so that's when the girl was like pointing over here at me, and I was just like, I mouthed it like this because they like a good ways away from me. So a nice little ways away from me. I hope y'all don't hear all that. A nice little ways away from me. And that's when I was just like, I'm not mugging, I'm not looking at y'all. I'm talking about the lady. It's the lady, right? I'm pointing at the lady like it's the lady. Like I'm not looking at y'all. I might have been looking a little feisty when I said it. But I was like, I'm not worried about y'all. I'm talking about the lady. And I kept looking at the lady. And so that's what they just started. I can't remember exactly what was said, but like they just started talking shit. Like, oh, you ugly as shit. Look at me. Look at me, okay? You ugly. Your kids are ugly. My kids are not ugly. They look just like me. And not that even matters because they're kids at the end of the day. But these hoodlums was like, your kid is ugly. Look at her braids, da da da. And I'm just like, oh, hold up. I'm gonna have to bleep this stuff out. But I was like, bitch, who the fuck? Like, y'all dirty as shit, braids dirty as shit, ugly as fuck, dirty ass. Like, my daughter and my son look better than you, and we just woke up. Y'all look dirty as shit. You don't even have on summer clothes. You don't even look like you chilling. You look like you just came from damn DMV or somewhere, like, or school. You got on jean. All jean. Like, I don't even know if that matters, but like, you just had to see what she had on. And her braids was all fucked up. And I'm just like, bitch, you talking about her braids. Look at your fucking braids. Your braids is fucked up. Your hair is all fucked up, bleached, fucked up, everything. And then threw some braids in that bitch. Look like you just did them. And you couldn't even do them. But you want to come from my daughter braids. I did those braids. The braids look good. And we'd have been on a whole trip for 4 days. Swimming. And this is the end result, bitch. And they still look better than you. You know what I'm saying? So we going back and forth. And next when they just start talking, just keep going. And I'm just like, whatever. I'm not worried about none of that. Y'all dirty as shit, ugly as fuck. Where the fuck you come from? You look so dirty. Because they did. I was just like, you look so dirty. I just kept going on them. Like, I need to stop that. That's why I got to stop that. I was just going on. And so, next thing you know, I go up to the counter. She finally called me to the counter now. When she done with them hood rats. She called me up there. I go up to the counter and she was like, she found me a flight. Don't keep arguing with them. Like, pay them no mind. They're bad news, is what she said. She a little Spanish lady. She was like, they're bad news. Like, don't avoid them, all right? And so she finally got my flight. It took maybe 10 minutes. This is a really short time. Short story time, y'all. But I walk away from the counter. As soon as I walk away from the counter, it's like we was headed to the bathroom. My daughter said she got pee. I ain't thinking these hoes is even worried about me because I'm not worried about them. I'm ready to go to the bathroom, sit down, get something to eat, and get ready to go home. So I'm walking to the bathroom. Before I can even get to the bathroom, I see these girls come with another. They got another girl. And I guess, no, it was 4 of them. Yeah, it was like, no, it was 2 girls at first at the counter. And then they came back with another girl. Basically, that's how it went. Or was she with them the whole time? I don't know. I'm pretty sure she came because she was like popped up. Like they wanted to get a big cousin type shit. And I'm just like, where the fuck you pull this bitch out your ass from? Like, where you get her from? Where you get her from? You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd you get her from? And she come up looking raggedy. And I'm like, is she dirty as fuck too? I'm not tripping about none of y'all. And she walked up, she was like, you called my sister dirty, da da da. And I said, yeah, what's up? I kicked my shoes off. I was like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? You know, I kicked my shoes off. I'm like, let's go. I push my kids back. And I'm thinking me and her gonna fight. Me and her get the wrecking. Boop, 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 boop. It's like, no. And then that's when, I don't know, we ended up on the ground. I think me and her had a really nice go until they thought I got the best. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because I'm black out. I see black, not red. Fuck red, I see black. And they all jumped in on me. Like, yeah, when I was on the ground, one of the girls, she kicked me in my shit. I remember her. That's the little one. She like 16 probably. I'm telling you, they was like 16, 18, 20. Maybe, I think she was maybe 20 or 22. And then some other random raggedy ass little dirty boy. He probably like 15 years old. Get off my sister, get off my sister. That's all I can hear. Get off my sister, get off my sister. He jumps in too. I'm just like, oh, y'all must have had a real bad trip. Something. Y'all must couldn't get home because y'all couldn't afford it or something. Because why are you taking it out on me? Because I called her ugly? I mean, damn, you called my kids ugly too. Shit. I wasn't trying to fight you bitches. You bitches want to fight me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. They jumped on me. They all jumped on me, like all of them. And I guess a random person at the airport came over there and broke it up. But it's right before you do, you go through the metal detectors. It's like right there. So I don't even think security even caught that shit. I was getting on Frontier Airline, and I was at MCAA something airport, and they was, yeah, I'm putting all this shit out there. They did that, right? That was them, and that was them. And I'm pretty sure that was Frontier. If it's not Frontier, then I will put in a correction in here somewhere if I learn how to do it. But if it's not Frontier, I'll put it in there. I'm pretty sure it was Frontier though. But basically, ooh, not my phone going dead like that. But basically, she about to try to call me. Don't call me. But basically, that happened, and that's when, you know, that was it. They jumped on me, and some random person broke it up, and I could hear my kids screaming. That's when I, like, count two. I hear them screaming, and I was screaming too. I was just like, fuck y'all dirty ass bitches. I was crying because my shit was leaking. Like, my lip was leaking. Somebody got me good in my lip, and my eye was fucked up too a little bit because the bitch kicked me. And my shit, I ain't gonna lie, they got me. But it's all good because at the end of the day, I learned my lesson. They probably didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I still look better than them. They probably, I mean, yeah, they still ugly. Because ugly don't just go away, you know what I'm saying? So, they lost at the end of the day. Not me, them. But yeah, and then that's when the police come, woo, woo, woo. And I call my friend, and I'm just like, they jumped me, or whatever. Police is dealing with my kids while I'm getting help by the EMT because I was fucked up. I didn't go to the emergency room when I ended up. I wanted to, but I didn't because I was in somewhere else, and I was just kind of like, I guess, embarrassed a little bit. And I went back to the hotel because my friend, her flight was later on that day, and I was just like, I'm thinking I'm gonna book a room for another day. And I ain't even had the money really to do that shit. I had to see if my mother would help me book another room. But my friend, she ended up getting another day on her shit or whatever. And I probably sent her like $75, I think, to put up on another day. Because it was like, what, $150. So she got another day, and I just stayed in her room because I already checked out my room. So it's not like I would have to pay the whole flat rate of another day, not like the discounted rate, I guess. $150, I don't know why, but that's when you know, she did that, and we just was trying to chill after that. You know, I laid down, I was laying down, and I just was like trying to relax, you know, cause my face, I was just fucked up about how my face looked, you know, like how the bitch kicked me, how I didn't think that they was going to all jump on me. You went to go get Big Cousin, but you still jumped in. What you jumped in for? You went to go get your cousin, what's the point of jumping in? You know, so, what time is it? Oh, shit. So, yeah, and that's when I was just like, that shit crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, that's it. I ended up coming home, going to the hospital maybe like 3 days later. Press charges that day for sure on everybody. But did they get in trouble? No, because they was minors and they kept on. They just like played me the whole little judicial situation, whatever they had going on situation. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna get it back in God's way. He gonna get them back for me. They gonna get what they deserve. And the airline wasn't even trying to give me a free flight for the next day, so I had to end up paying for a flight. But they ended up sending me back my money in a check form or whatever. But what I wanted to add in is when I said that the lady was going to end up being my friend, because everybody ended up, being witness to what had happened or whatever, and was ready to testify for me. You feel me? But them motherfuckers did me dirty out there in Florida. Where I was at? Orlando. Yeah, they did me dirty out there. SeaWorld in Orlando. SeaWorld, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, they did me dirty out there. Like, they didn't help me at all, for real, for real. They basically said that they would pay for my medical bills, but then turned around and told me that if I had Medicaid, that they weren't going to pay for them. So what the, so I just said, fuck the whole thing. Like, I wasn't even about to really worry about that shit. And another thing I wanted to say is that you shouldn't fight with your children either. Like I said, I shouldn't, I don't ever want to argue with somebody when I have my kids with me, but don't fight with your kids either. Like, try to avoid it as best as possible. I really should have just turned around and tried to avoid it. And that whole situation put me in a really dark space. Well, I was already in a dark space, kind of. And that just, like, it just messed me up a little bit. Just because I couldn't believe that it happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that I actually look like something happened to me and all that. And I'm going to insert pictures from that day, too. Because I ain't lying. That's it. I got to hurry and go, y'all. Love y'all. Don't be faking at the airport like I was.